Hello, Man of Light again. This is a follow-up on the Little Billy Jones video that I made last week. I told you back then that I would let you listen to my investigation on things that I was shown as far as picture-wise and recordings of the spirit world talking to me. Little Billy went missing back in December of 1962 on the 17th day of December that year. He was out playing with his sister Jill and went missing. And Jill told her mother that the boogeyman had taken Billy. I can remember as a kid, I guess I was 11 years old, that was a big thing. The biggest story that I ever heard in my life, being young like I was, and I was scared, because I was a young boy too. And I had a younger sister and a little older sister, and my mom and my dad. And I remember it was on the news, back then I believe it was 3 or 4 stations, 3, 6, 10, and I believe 12, and all the radio stations that were reporting this tragedy back then. And I remember my mom and dad taking us, my sisters and myself, taking us by the area, and it was cars all over the place. I mean, and people walking, and law enforcement with bloodhounds walking through all the woods there with flashlights, and concentration on the area of the Palace of Depression, which wasn't far from where Billy Jones lived at the time. In fact, it was in the woods behind that area where he went missing. Everybody to this day probably think that George Danner, who made the Palace of Depression, has something to do with Billy's disappearance. I don't believe that's what happened. From what I've heard and what I found out, with a confession of who actually done wrong to Billy and who it was that did so. Okay. It's a sad situation. So all these years, it bothered me as a kid. And something said to, every time I went by that area or around that area, I felt pulled to that one area of where the Palace of Depression was. I just felt that, it's hard to explain what I do. I deal with the spirit world. I've been gifted to be able to take pictures of those who have passed in the spirit world, and also asking questions and getting answers from above, divine answers from above. And I was fortunate enough to meet the woman who lives there now, and I met with her. In fact, she called me the day, 56 years later, the day of Billy's disappearance on the 17th of December of 17. And I found it amazing that she got back to me on that day, and she's the one that told me the same thing. So the 18th, the next day I went there and we talked, and she showed me around the yard and back in the woods area there, and we talked, and I asked her, I says, is it okay if I come here and do my own little research to try to find where maybe what happened to Billy. And she gave me the okay. And she told me that she sees my truck, she knows who it is, and anytime I want to come there to do what I need to do, it's fine with her. And I thank her for that. So I went and I walked around, and I'm asking Billy if he's around, if he is, to show himself to me. And I've taken some pictures, and I do have pictures of him in certain areas where you will see on this video. Also, I'll have him recorded talking to me, telling me where he's at, and saying things. Again, you know, you need headphones of some sort to hear. And if you're listening through your cell phone, because the speakers aren't very good on the cell phone, if you have these earbuds or little things you can plug in your ears, use those so you can hear his response when I ask him stuff. And you will hear his response on things that only very few would know. Okay? But however, one thing I won't do is say what happened to him and who did it. That I won't do. If law enforcement wants me to show them, I'll be more than gladly to show him where I believe he is. In fact, I did find some things that I dug and brought to the police department. Gave it to them. I showed them where I believe he's at on a map that they had. And they said that they would go there. So I said, well, I can show you exactly where I was. And they told me, well, no, you can't go because it's a crime scene. I always thought, and I've asked some police personnel, a crime scene is only if you have evidence of a crime, like a body laying there or something. That's a crime scene. So I believe back then they were blowing smoke towards me, and I went back there later and found out that they never, because it snowed, that they never ever went there. And the evidence that I gave them, it just says it was dirt. And I will show you the pictures of what I gave them also in this video. It's just a sad situation. I believe that they did a muff job on it from the beginning. And that's all who was in investigating that way back 58 years ago as well. Because I've talked to some police officers, or one in particular that was a one-year veteran at the time, and they said the whole case never made any sense. Meaning, they never had any evidence of anything. And what was told to them for the investigation never made any sense. So there's a lot that I found out. Like I said, I won't tell you what happened to him, but I do believe he is deceased because of what I do as far as pictures and recordings. Okay. And I spoke to his sister Jill on several occasions, and I told her everything that I recorded and what I believe, and she gave me permission to make this video, and I thank her. Thank you, Jill. And I hope this brings light to Billy being found. You know, and the police can take it serious, because in my field, what I do, and I'm not a psychic by any means. I don't consider myself a psychic, never did, never will. I am a messenger. I get my messages when I ask, being told from above. There's a difference between a psychic and a messenger. with that being said, I'm going to start the video. I will show you pictures, and then you decide if you agree with me or not. And write in the comment section what you believe and what you think. Okay, and also like it, subscribe to my channel, and God bless you all. Okay? All right, thank you. On this next segment, little Billy saying, "Help my sister. Can you please? Can you? Help my sister. Please, can you? Listen up." Again. And again. He's worried about her. He's worried about me helping his sister. Amazing. And right after he asked about his sister, you hear somebody say, "God's here, my son." Listen. Truly amazing. I asked little Billy on his vaccination that he got in his left arm between his elbow and his shoulder, what does it look like? And the answer that he gave me is this right here. Listen up. Do you hear what he said? Let me play it back again. Listen up. He said, "It's a giraffe." Listen again. Did you hear that? Okay. I was walking out from the area where I was looking for Billy Jones, and this is what I record here. Listen again. You hear it? I'm glad the Lord's with me. Amen. I was walking and trying to find little Billy. And I asked him if this is the path that he had taken. And this is the voice that I got in return. It says, "Take him home, Greg. He's right in front of you. Listen." I don't know if you heard that, but let me turn it a little louder. Here you go again. Take him home, Greg. He's right in front of you. On this next one, I asked Billy, I said, what kind of coin did your mother give you for your pocket? And listen what he says. And what kind of coin did your mother give you for your pocket? I asked Billy if he's around, and what he said was, I'm by the white oak tree. Take a picture of me. Listen what he says. It's in segment like, listen. Did you hear him? He says he's down by the white oak. So he says to take a picture of him. Okay, listen to it again. You'll hear dogs barking at first, then they'll go over into it. Alright, listen up. Awesome. Take a picture of me. As I was walking in the area where I believe he is, you can hear a child or a young boy say, "Hi, Greg." He called my name. Listen up. Here it goes. Did you hear it? He says, "Hi, Greg." Listen again. I'm going to find him. I'm going to get him. Hello, today is January 1st, 2018. On New Year's Eve, I went back to find out where Billy's at. And I did. As I was walking there, I said I was going to find him today. And you can hear what somebody said. All right, listen up. Here it goes. Okay, what they said was, "Billy, come help that man." Here he goes again. Help him. I'm sorry. Listen to it again. Billy, come help him. Awesome. Hello, at 237.446, I'm walking and voice to me saying, it's the small tree. Jesus will be there. Listen to it. Do you hear it? It's the small tree. Jesus will be there. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing stuff. I guess an angel was there when I was looking for him, and my recorder picked up on this voice. Listen. They called my name. They said, "Greg, don't give up on finding him." Listen to it again. One more time. Pretty amazing. I will find them. As I was looking for them, Bill was telling me, pray to God. Pray to God that I can find him. Listen to him. Hear it? Let's do it again. Pray to God. And I do. Believe me. The tree by the hill is where he's telling me he's at. And you listen to what he says. Okay, listen up. Did you hear it? By the hill. And he said, that's where I am. Listen. Did you hear it? By the hill, that's where I am, is what he said. During the same time recording, listen to what I said, and you'll hear his response.
Here's the one over here. Are you up here?
He says, I'm here. I'm here. Aren't I, Mom? That's what it sounds like to me. Listen to it again, right here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. And then a little further down on the recording, I hear the same woman again. And this is what she says. My stomach gets bigger. Listen to it again. Don't know who that could be. But this woman is in the spirit world now. So if she has something to do with Billy, I don't know. Perhaps she does. We'll find out. And then right after that lady talked, you hear somebody saying, heaven will help. Listen. Heaven will help. Will help me find Billy. Thank you, Lord. Here's another segment as I was leaving that day. Listen to what I said. I'm going to go. God bless you. Help me find you for your sister and for you. He said, thank you, good man. Thank you, good man. Amazing. And then they're telling me I have to make a tape. And somebody says, yes, he does. Listen up. Did you hear that? He has to make a tape. And they said, yes, he does. And I'm going to make a CD, so you know.